Boy, it is. It is so humid, Raylene.
Yes, I know. This morning, at first I thought it was chilly,
Yeah.
and then I stepped out onto the porch. Not chilly at all.
Apparently, we're going to lose this humidity. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist, but I don't know if it's a cool front that's coming in, but we got some thunderstorms predicted for this afternoon that are supposed to be packing a pretty good punch.
That's what I hear, that they're going to be, a little bit heavy at times.
So, just whatever you do today, folks, don't do what I just did, which is leaving the house without taking the umbrella down off of the back patio.
Oh, yes, that's a bad thing. Why didn't you do that last night when you were outside with
Here
your
you are
headlamp?
yelling at me already.
With your headlamp. You said that you'd be out there taking care of business.
I got Lily's remote control car in the house, so that didn't get rained on.
All right.
But I forgot the umbrella.
So you're
Raylene.
forgiven.
What the hell? I'm doing the best I can. But
I know.
listen, I know that when I get home this afternoon, tonight, early evening, I know that my umbrella is going to be somewhere in the Connecticut River Valley.
Well, we hope not. We hope it'll still be there.
Well,
They're expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Those market
they're like
umbrellas.
Well,
$80.
They used to be like 40.
Yeah.
And then they were like 60, and you're right. Now they're like $80.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Do we have anyone with us today? I don't know. We don't have any comments coming in. This is making me upset, Raylene.
It is.
Well, we don't have any comments coming in.
Well, give them a second to get their shit together,
Oh.
My goodness.
Are you getting your shit together?
My shit is always together. I think.
Well, we have a lot to talk about today. Before we forget, hey, Mike Bova's tuned in. Before we
Good morning, Mike.
We forget, Tom Lozon is going to be with us tomorrow morning.
Yes, he is.
And this is going to be kind of a regular thing on Wednesdays where he comes in and recaps the Tuesday night city council meeting.
And tonight's city council meeting is packed full of stuff.
Do you know what's on the agenda?
I can show you the agenda. I have read through the agenda, yes.
Well, look at you, Miss Fancy Pants. Jeez.
Yeah.
So what's on there? Chickens?
There are no chickens on the agenda.
Why?
But
I thought it was.
My Lord, I posted the email from Barrytown School.
Yes,
and
you did. Have you seen how many people?
This morning, it has just gone crazy. And I know we have a couple of other things to get to this morning, so we will have to loop back around to the chickens because, wow.
The last I checked, it was almost 2,000 views of that post.
Yes, and the conversation back and forth, or arguing, fighting, should I say, because some of it has gone beyond just conversation at this point.
Well, Vermonters are very passionate about all kinds of things.
And apparently chickens are top on the list above the education of children and the crappy test scores and the fact that there are physical assaults against teachers and other students and that there's so much more to worry about. We are fresh out of a pandemic or not even out yet. Yeah. And these kids have been sheltered and masked and maybe put in environments for an entire day that they haven't been made to be in for a really long time because of the sheltering. And there are so many more things to be freaked out about, and we are freaking out about chickens.
I know.
And they moved the damn thing, so everybody got what they wanted. They're moved, they're safe. So
Well, there's fights going on about the molting and all that stuff. You know.
yeah,
I'm molting right now. I don't know if have you noticed? Just
that your hairline's receding more and more every day.
a little bit.
Oh yeah,
A little bit more.
I've definitely noticed that. I couldn't figure out if it was the shadow from your gut or your actual.
Yeah,
I
like that. That was a good one. The shadow from the gut. I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, sad news. Montpelier State Representative Warren Kitzmiller passed away. 79 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Reportedly suffered a stroke on Saturday. Passed away a short time later. His wife was a state lawmaker, and he was appointed to the House to replace her after she died from breast cancer in 2001.
Yes.
Sad news.
Sad news.
2-year contract agreement between UVM Medical Center and its unionized nurses has been finalized. The tentative agreement was reached last week, and the Vermont Federation of Nurses and Health Professionals announced yesterday that the union had approved the deal. The nurses are receiving an immediate 10% raise, with 5% raises this October and again in the fall of 2023. The agreement also includes ratification and retention bonuses and increased pay for being on call. What say you about this?
About time. And maybe 5% isn't even enough in some cases.
Agree.
I wonder if the LNAs get the same increase that the RNs get.
Wonder. 65-year-old New Hampshire man died after he was pulled unresponsive from Lake Champlain off of North Hero. State police say that Ernie Harris was swimming to a boat moored on a dock near the Shore Acres Inn and Restaurant yesterday. When he began struggling, went under, and did not surface. He was pulled out of the water a short time later by a friend who was swimming nearby. How tragic. Life-saving measures taken by friends and Grand Isle Rescue, but he passed away at the scene. Sad news out of North Hero this morning. Big trending story. Let's see. The cleanup is complete after more than 2,000 gallons of tar was spilled on a road in Springfield, Vermont. The tar spill happened yesterday morning at the intersection of Route 11 and Bellows Road. Some of the tar flowed into a brook next to the road. The damage is not considered to be severe. A state hazardous materials team and the Agency of Natural Resources worked with local crews to clean up the mess. So it's another. You probably saw that one too, right? Because you see them all.
I did.
You see them all.
And I posted a few different ones. Not that one, but I did post some news this morning.
Yeah.
That is local and beyond.
Take it away. Take it away. Yeah.
Let me get my glasses on.
And while you're finding that, the final one here, an item found near a rail line in Charlotte that suspended train service for 2 hours was actually just a plastic firework. State police were called to a path used for railway maintenance yesterday on reports of a possible grenade. Turned out that it was a consumer-grade type of firework that is sold in stores, and that is they detonated it, of course. Once the situation was stabilized, rail traffic was allowed to resume. So somebody forgot their firework in Charlotte and unfortunately left it right there by the edge of the tracks. So.
And then we have Kyle Adams, a first grader at Allenbrook School in Williston, who won the Google Doodle contest. Pretty cool.
Big
his
story.
Artwork, and I think that's great. Good for you.
How old is he?
Let's see. It's a
11?
first grader.
Oh,
so,
first grader.
He's probably 7, 8
7.
years old.
That's so awesome, man. I
Kyle's
love
mom said his drawing, Mind Over Monsters, represents a man meditating with monsters in his muscles.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a cool
So,
story. How impressive
super
is
cute.
that? Yeah. Oh,
Super
I love it.
cute. And it's good to see that kids are happily getting involved in that kind of stuff.
Very
that
much
they,
so.
You know, so, and then Wednesday is, it's French fry week, but
What?
Wednesday is French fry day.
What?
And
Where?
rumor has it, according to the news, well, everywhere, dumbass. But at McDonald's, they're giving away free fries. No purchase necessary. You just have to, but you have to order them on the app. You have to use the app to order them, and they're free.
Really?
Really?
Is it a large fry or is it just a little?
I'm sure it's just a small fry. I mean, come on. They're not going to give you a large fry for free just because it's Friday. And it's Friday on Wednesday
Yes.
at McDonald's. Also, Wendy's is doing something on Friday, which is Wednesday. But purchase is necessary, and your fries, they're doing a different special each day this week.
Well, that's badass.
It is badass. But tomorrow, if you go to McDonald's and you order fries on the app, no charge.
Ooh, I like that.
I knew you would.
And listen, anything to do with food, you know I'm going to love it.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
While we're talking about fries, and listen, please understand, no disrespect to Ronald, but nobody's got better fries. The gravy fries over at Gusto's, come on. Who touches that?
I know.
I mean, you can stop off at Mickey D's tomorrow and get your free fries, but you know, once you've had the gravy fries at Gusto's,
Mm-hmm. Or just their plain ones. I just love their French fries. They're so good.
I might even suggest it's an out of body experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, and I would probably agree. I get that for lunch sometimes, and would you give me hell? That's all you're gonna eat, but that's a whole lot of fries.
Right. It is. Which for me is, that's the not even an appetizer.
I know.
But the chicken fingers, the fries, the chicken parm sub is amazing. The nachos, the hot dogs, everything that Gusto's, their burgers are unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Stop in there for lunch. And I'm telling you, if you're thinking in your mind the old days of Gusto's,
you're so wrong.
You're so
the chicken
out of
wings
touch.
are to die for.
They are.
I love the JD wrap.
Yeah.
Which has nothing to do with you. I know that's hard for you to swallow, but
it is. It
means
I'm getting some help.
Yeah.
I'm getting some help.
Because Jackie and Josh both have the same initials, J.D.
Right.
Dickinson.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with
I'll
you.
let him have
it.
But is it Taco Tuesday over there today?
It is. It's always Taco Tuesday on
$4 margaritas.
Mm-hmm.
Always drink specials.
Mm-hmm.
You get the taco salad for $10, which is amazing. But the Taco Tuesday 2 for $4.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I went in there and ordered 4 for $8,
mm-hmm.
and it was incredible.
We will post the kinds that are available. Usually there's there's always the chicken and beef, the standard, but usually there's some sort of special as well, fish taco or something.
Yeah.
So we will be posting those and trying to keep you away for the day.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Some potential for some severe thunderstorms today. Again, if you're just joining us, we're watching it, and so is Roger Hill. But thunderstorms possible after 12 noon, and some of the storms could contain some very strong winds. All right. So, and I'm looking at the radar right now, and what's coming across from New York.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. Lots of
now it looks beautiful out.
Right. But
looks like a very beautiful rainy day. So how fast is it traveling? Does it tell us?
I don't think so. I think usually storms that are pretty intense I think they're traveling at like 25 miles an hour, somewhere in that ballpark.
So it'll be a little bit.
Yeah,
Enjoy
yeah,
the sunshine
yeah.
while you can, folks.
But we have a beautiful morning with some sunshine, but 82 degrees for the high. And then tonight, partly cloudy. Stray shower or thunderstorms still possible, lingering. We'll get down about 60 degrees. So these storms shouldn't be hanging out for, too long. But
here's our barefooted skateboard dude again today that just went breezing by on the sidewalk.
Did he?
Yes.
There's this. Let's tell everyone. Let's be transparent.
Well, you shouldn't
here.
be doing that on the sidewalk, for one. That's not okay.
Let's air it out. We have many different folks from, frankly, all walks of life that pass by our window here.
Yes.
Everything from Rory Tebow to
the barefooted skateboard dude.
The barefooted skateboard dude.
Yeah, or the guy on stilts.
The guy on
that we haven't
stilts.
seen in a while.
Haven't seen him.
I think after his little incident with the megaphone out here, he may have left the city for a bit.
Oh. Now, I think he's got like dreadlocks. Doesn't he have like dreads?
Yes.
And he's on stilts, and he carries a megaphone and yells into that.
Yes.
Obscenities.
Not
and
nice
stuff.
things.
Yeah. Wednesday, tomorrow, partly cloudy, maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm possible. Highs around 80. And then Thursday, it looks pretty good at this point. We're watching for Thursday night
a really
racing.
decent stretch after,
Yeah.
considering until Tuesday, I
Right.
believe.
Thursday
Monday,
night.
Tuesday, yeah.
Thursday night should be okay for Thunder Road, but showers, some isolated thunderstorms in the afternoon Thursday, 75 for the high.
And more importantly, for the concert in the park.
Yes, which is
And
Thursday
food
night,
trucks.
and Food Truck Thursday. Thursday night, Courier Park, they're saying partly cloudy. So any isolated thunderstorms Thursday during the day should be gone by Thursday night. So.
Yes.
And, of course, we'll let you know Thursday morning what the update is on the forecast.
Of course.
Amazon Prime Day is back this week. Today and tomorrow, deals on everything from fashion to electronics for Amazon Prime members. Kicks off at 3 a.m., so it's already underway.
It's already underway.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's been going now for a while, so if you're an Amazon Primer, you get on it. National headlines. You told me this yesterday about the U.S. Postal Service. They're going to be upping the first-class stamps.
Yeah. And the Forever stamp.
Heck,
The Forever stamp, and then...
Well, the Forever stamp is
But
good.
now
That's-
the price is going up.
for that.
Yes.
But what if you already have the Forever stamp? You're good.
Yes.
Okay.
That
So-
you can still use the ones you already have, but if you buy it now, it's going to cost more.
Yeah.
And then, but the prices across the board
Yep.
are going up.
July 10th is when they went up, which was 2 days ago. So, inflation, higher operating expenses. That's their reasoning behind it. So.
And I wish
What are you
that
gonna
their
do?
reasoning behind delivering mail only once or twice a week would change. But
Yeah.
that's
should-
another shit show.
Let's try to check in with Mr. B this morning.
Yes.
Mr. B,
let's-
Richard Batchelder, who has been at Nelson's Ace Hardware for tens of thousands of years.
That's what it seems like, doesn't it?
It really does.
It will not be the same without him.
No, he has retired. I think he's earned that right.
Oh, absolutely.
What a guy, though. I mean, how many times have you been screwed and you've walked into Nelson's Hardware and Mr. B has either given you a solution or literally fixed it himself with his own hands?
Yes, and do you know that Mr. B is the only man I have ever come across that knows what a thingamajig is?
Yes! Yes! I know.
You know, because you were fixing this, and then that thingamajig that is supposed to do this is not working, and it's shaped like this, and
Yes.
Mr. B knows what a thingamajig is.
God bless him. Good morning, buddy. You there? Let's see if we can get him on. I think he's here.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
We just wanted to say good morning to you and just simply thank you for all of the years of service to our community as such an integral part of our whole community and everything that you've done over at Nelson's over these years.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help out. I enjoyed doing a lot of it.
Mr. B, how many years were you over at Nelson's?
Almost 30. I was a couple, 3 days short of 30.
And how did that start?
See, I got laid off at Zampieri's Garage down here after working there for 7 years. So I was working at the sawmill in Washington, and I had to fill out applications, so many. And then I listed my locksmithing abilities, and that's why Carol Nelson, one of the reasons he hired me. It's like cashier, waiting on people, doing all that, and maintaining the key machine and, taking control of that because I used to make a lot of keys.
Mr. B, you're kind of a MacGyver, really, of sorts. You just love to tinker. You're always looking at how to fix different things and take on new challenges.
Yeah, well, you learn to do that over the years if you either can't afford stuff or you want to help somebody out.
Which is what you've done for me, just me alone, countless times over at least 2 decades.
I hate to see things go to waste. If I can help out somebody or fix something in some sort of way, that's what I like to do.
Have you had some rather interesting things that people have brought into you over at Nelson's, something that stands out in your memory that was, this is interesting, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fix this?
Well, there have been occasions like that, but, I can't specifically narrow it down to one. I've taken stuff apart and where I should have checked it out to see if it worked before I took it apart because I put it back together because I can't find nothing wrong, and then it worked. So that's discouraging because I'd rather have found something.
Yeah.
So the person wouldn't have that problem later down the road.
You're amazing, Mr. B. What are you going to do now with your new life of retirement? What are you going to do?
I got a lot of stuff to do around the house. It keeps you pretty busy. Plus, I can do a little bit more now. I've collected stuff for 30 years at Nelson's, so I got to repair some of it and have a lawn sale.
Mr. B, please don't be a stranger. We know that when you come into Barrie, if you need anything, you're going to walk into, frankly, your second home.
Yeah, quite a few years there, yes. I enjoyed it all, J.D.
Well, listen, I know that when I would walk into Nelson's Ace Hardware and I would hear your voice from the other end of the store, I would know that whatever questions I've got, they're going to get answered from a guy who knows how to think outside of the box and come up with a really creative solution, which is what you're famous for, buddy. You're a legend.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people feel the same way, not tooting my own horn, but, they say, oh, boy, we're glad you're working today. Because I picked the right day to come in,
And what about Andy and Clay and the rest of the team over there?
Well, I hated to leave them, but all good things must come to an end as long as they can take over and do the same job. They're pretty darn good, Andy and Clay. And the cashiers are great, too. Don't get me wrong.
We know that when we walk through the doors at Nelson's Hardware that we're still going to be well taken care of. We're still going to get our questions and our projects answered. But we will miss you. We will miss your sense of humor and your knowledge. You're just a MacGyver, buddy. That's all I can say about you. We love you. This community loves you. We hope to see you soon. We hope that you'll be back into Nelson's, and maybe you'll walk across the street over to the Aired Out Podcast Studios. But we wish you well, my friend. And on behalf of our community and everyone at Nelson's, enjoy that retirement, and thank you for all of these years of service.
Well, thank you very much for that, and I'm glad to have done it. And I'll miss a lot of people also, JD. Won't be a stranger. I'll pop around. You'll still see me in the area.
Wow, what a guy, right there! Isn't he just? What's that?
He's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Mr. B with us this morning on Aired Out. I want to get him in here. It'd be great if I could get him in the studio.
Oh my gosh, you would keep him busy for hours tinkering.
The rain. Who wears rainbow suspenders? Mr. B.
That's right.
Love the guy.
Yeah.
Daily Dose of Feel Good this morning. We have a pet store in Florida, and I don't know if you heard about this, that donated a very special dog to a very special boy. Mary Rhodes, who's the owner of Petland in Cape Coral, heard about a local 3-year-old autistic boy named Max Cushion, who has a habit of leaving the house and wandering off, something that has put him in harm's way a couple of times. And in order to help Max and his family, she donated a 9-week-old golden doodle puppy, which is I think most of us know, which is kind of a unique mix.
They're one of my favorite breeds.
Yeah.
They are so loyal. They, too, do not shed.
Is it golden retriever or golden lab? I think it's retriever.
Yeah.
And a toy poodle. So the donated golden doodle will now be trained as an autism service dog that will help keep an eye on Max and alert the family when he's doing something dangerous. Acting as both his best friend and his guardian. The training for the dog, take a guess. How much?
15,000.
10.
Yeah.
10,000. This is a lot of dough, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they're doing some fundraising. They've got the GoFundMe page and all that. I think they've got about $3,000 raised so far. So. Isn't that
nice.
Cool?
It is great.
I love stories like that.
And speaking of fundraising, yesterday you were asking about the fundraiser at Jenna's for the community center.
Yes.
So they have pitched just over the 8,000 that they were hoping for.
Yes.
And they still have the benefit and stuff as well coming up. So that's incredible. So they will get that money.
Mm-hmm.
But as always, this benefit, everything, any money that goes to them is huge because they do almost all of what they do through donations and grants. And the people that stay there do work. They work a 40-hour work week. They're not just there. They work to maintain their lives and maintain their housing expenses. And but you still have to keep the doors open and pay all the bills involved and provide services and urine tests and counseling and groups and things like that. So there is a lot to pay for, a lot to do. And as they expand, it's really good that we support them in any way that we can. So that fundraiser, they did reach their goal.
That's fantastic.
It is great. And I had a couple of friends that donated, and Yeah, I donated, and then a couple of my friends also saw it on my page, and they reached out and donated, and so thank you very much. Um, it's just, yeah, great cause, and keep an eye on their page because
Yeah.
they do a lot of things and a lot of community things.
We talked about them at great length yesterday, and frankly, expect that because that's what we're going to be doing here at Aired Out. We're going to be talking a lot about Jenna's Promise. And what's the website again?
It's the Jenna's Promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just, if you...
.org.
.org. So,
And
Jenna's
it's in
Promise.
Johnson, Vermont.
It is.
And they are creating a recovery
Village, I like to call it.
You know, some people just
Really, it is.
will give it this stamp of it's rehab, but there is like this is not some building in the city where you go and you there's no windows and you're in a you're in a rehab
It's
facility.
a safe community of like individuals that are searching for the same thing, which is to be well and be productive member of society.
And they have a 98% success rate. And
amazing.
Tell everyone about Craig and Dawn.
Oh, they're incredible. I mean, they
started. It was their daughter Jenna.
that lost her battle with substance use disorder, and when she passed away, her mom, like so many of us moms, always said, I promise I will always stick with you. I promise. And so here's Jenna's promise. Her promise is that she would never give up. And so even though their daughter is gone, they didn't give up. They're keeping their promise. And incredible people that have invested a ton of their own money and their own time.
That's right.
And actually, when you interviewed Greg, he talked about the fact that his family's okay, that he has plenty of money, his son has plenty of money, his grandkids have plenty of money, everybody's going to be fine.
Yep.
And so he rather just give it all back over, that's what they do. They literally invest so much of their life and their own money into this.
Yep. And they do
incredible things.
Incredible things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I posted this morning that I got my day started with Jenna's Promise, and I want to show you because I brought it in. There it is right there. The Divided Sky, which is, there's no fooling around with this coffee.
No.
That when you've got a great cup of coffee in your hand, you know that when you crack this bag open, that you get excited because you know that this ain't no disrespect to Mr. Maxwell,
right?
But this is not Maxwell House.
No,
it's roasted in Johnson, Vermont. Jenna's Promise Roasting.com, and they use 100% of the proceeds.
Yeah, 100% goes right back to Jenna's Promise.
Yeah. A light roast with notes of blueberry and almond and cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
And when we were there, it smells so good. And they have K-Cups, and the K-Cups are environmentally friendly. They're paper. So they do dispose.
Yep.
And yeah, they just do. And he's made a tea. When I saw him a couple of weeks ago, he's like, "You and JD got to come try the tea," because he perfected this cold tea.
Yep.
And
we're going back up there.
Oh yeah, I want to go back. They do a rummage sale once a month. They just had one last Saturday, and but it's rubbage sale, I think, or it was something that they called it, but it's at the store that they have, which we also went into, which was pretty incredible, pretty neat.
You're not going to have to twist my arm very far to go back up there. By the way, this blend, the Divided Sky, dedicated to their friends at the Divided Sky Foundation, who they are forever grateful for their generosity and their support.
That's fish,
Yes,
right?
yeah, of course it is. Trey Anastasio. It's his foundation. And he went out and bought a lot of the roasting equipment.
Yes, and he donated it to them. And he too is opening a facility in the state of Vermont.
Well, you can learn more about their mission by checking out DividedSkyFoundation.com. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram as well. But there it is. Every purchase supports someone on their path to recovery from substance use. You and Richard Wabi told me about this.
Yeah.
And when he was like, "You've had Jenna's Promise coffee, right?" And I was like, "No," and he almost strangled me.
I know.
He's like, "What the hell's the matter with you?" What? I'm like, "Bro, chill out. I hadn't even heard of it." And he was like after me, like chasing me. He was about to tackle me.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, Chris Autry is going to be coming in soon.
I always love it when Chris Autry comes in here. You know, I actually, the last time he was here, I sent him a message because I struggle with the whole faith thing. It's no secret. It's I want to believe.
Does.
I want, and I probably haven't stepped foot in a church other than a funeral or a wedding since I was maybe 5-6 years old.
He makes you want to go.
He does. There's something about him that makes me say, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe that's what I'm missing in my life and he just makes me want to go. And when he speaks, I actually want to listen to him.
Yeah. He and I went hiking together for hours. The entire time. And believe me, it wasn't me. I know this is hard to believe, but it wasn't me that was doing all the talking. The guy's got a set of gums on him. I mean, he can chew the fat. And he was zippity-doo-dah, hey, the whole way up the mountain. And both of us. I mean.
But he's so real, and he doesn't preach. He just
tells you like it is.
Yeah, and he's just very real. And
well, he just published a book. He gave you a copy. Did you get it, by the way? Did you see that?
Yes.
Did you see that it was
autographed?
autographed?
So much. I did.
You did. Okay.
I did. And I appreciate it so much.
Well, his book is titled Provided For, Stories of the Normal Works of God Providing Extraordinary Power to the Lives of His Ordinary People. Here it is right here. And if you haven't picked up a copy yet, I know you can get it on Amazon. But Chris Autry, right there. He's the local pastor, lead pastor of our Faith Community Church right here in the Granite City. He and Becca adopted a boy named Sam, who hasn't been on the podcast yet, but we just love him. We love the whole family. And they're from North Carolina, so there's a little bit of Southern draw.
Which makes it even better to listen to him.
This guy,
I mean, really, when you...
I'm telling you right now, and that picture right there, I think it's Lake Champlain. That's Becca. That's Chris. There he is right there. And he's lost, seriously, he has lost like, I don't know how many pounds. Well over 100 pounds.
He looks fantastic.
Looks amazing.
And even more important as that he feels that way.
That's right. Yeah. The national headlines, I'm just quickly glancing here. House committee investigating. And listen, if I get into anything here, and we're just flying by the seat of our ass this morning. So if I see something that's kind of whatever, I'll just move on. You know, because there's so many people that are sick and tired of hearing the same shit. House committee investigating last year's Capitol attack plans to drill down today on the role extremist groups played in the riot. So they'll be doing that today. That sounds like a whole bag of fun. Tiger Woods says he's disappointed with golf pros who have chosen to join the Saudi-backed, is it Live Golf Invitational Series? Practice round yesterday, head of the British Open. Said he believes players who moved from the PGA Tour have turned their backs on what has allowed them to get to this position. His quote there. So,
yeah.
And you watch golf.
I do.
Who's the guy that you love?
Phil Mickelson.
Phil Mickelson?
Yeah. He's just such a great guy. You know, whatever. There's lots of people that watch golf.
Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk. Time for the president to move on, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Richest person in the world. Tweeted Monday. Wait a minute.
He tweeted?
He tweeted? That it's time for Trump to hang up his hat and sail into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not our president anymore, so I don't know why he's saying that. Did Elon Musk not get the memo that the former President Trump is not our current president? Let's see what else.
How about the recent study that shows that younger people are being considered alcoholics, falling into alcoholism.
Yeah.
And
did you post that yesterday?
Yeah, and it has to do with the fact of, again, you know, everything goes back to COVID, it seems, but lately, being alone and drinking alone, and it increased their chances by like 35%, this drinking alone, because it's kind of drowning in your sorrows.
Yep.
And that's how younger adults were dealing with things.
That's right.
And in their mind, being somewhat social still, kicking back in their bed,
right,
knocking them back, or you know, while they're playing video games.
Yep.
And the study also showed that young women are more likely to become alcoholics than young men.
You saw this yesterday?
Yeah,
Wow.
and I shared the article, but it's the whole thing is just really interesting. Yeah, you should read it. And
I will.
It's quite interesting.
You know, usually I have to do things after Lily goes to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Lily, I have to share this.
Uh-oh.
I have to do it. I have to do it.
Okay. I'm ready.
And you know I love talking about.
Is this a Lilyism?
It's not a Lilyism, and Lily drops some pretty serious lines.
Yes, she does.
Some of which, you know, she's repeating from other kids that she's learned.
Right.
Some certain words, you know, on the school bus and whatnot.
Yeah, and some of it she just comes up with all by herself.
Yeah, and she'll make up words too.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I'll never forget where. Oh God, this was at least a year ago, at least, if not two, but probably more like two now that I think about it. driving down the road. Lily's in the back seat, and she asks questions.
Well, yes.
She's curious. She hears certain words. She's learning about life and things, and wants to know. What does the middle finger mean? And as a parent, and I know we say relatable. That's one of the R's that we hang our hat on. I think many parents can relate to this, that you need to sometimes think quickly about what your response is going to be. And you have to be very careful with how you respond. Like, what does the middle finger mean? I don't want to say it means fuck you. It's just anyway. Driving down the road, and Lily says, "Dad, I have a question." Okay. What's a douchebag?
And
I had to shift into fifth gear and really start thinking very quickly, because you don't have to think as fast when she says, "What does the middle finger mean?" I mean, you can get around that relatively quickly. But a douchebag, I mean, that was very specific. I mean,
quite specific?
How can I make something up about that? Well, it's a bag that you put your snacks in sometimes, and what do you say? What do you say? It's a bag that
Does she have a favorite movie?
She's got a couple. Yeah.
Is there a bad guy in the movie?
A bag?
A bad guy in the movie?
Yeah.
And so,
where are you going here, Mom?
Who's the bad guy in the movie?
Where are you going, Mom?
Who's the bad guy in the movie? Just name one. A bad guy in a movie that she would like.
I just can't think off the top of my head right now. I mean, I don't know. Gru? I don't know. Gru.
So,
go with Gru.
All right. So
he's a villain.
All right. So you say Gru.
Yeah.
That's what you tell her. She says, "Who's a douchebag?" And you say Gru. And she goes, "Oh."
That's pretty good.
Because,
That's pretty good. I like that.
Because she will relate to, that means he's not a nice person.
Yeah. True. Okay. That's an idea. And if anyone,
that would be my suggestion.
Well, let's say if anyone has any ideas on how to respond to what's a douchebag, please do share. Drop a comment here.
Right. But in regards to the middle finger,
yeah,
straight up tell her the truth.
Yeah.
Why not? She needs to know that that's not nice, and that's she already knows that she doesn't use the F word, or that's not okay. And so, if the middle finger means the same thing, she needs to understand that it means the same thing, and it's something that you just don't use. Don't do that.
Or you could respond by saying, "Want to go see a Mountaineers game?"
No, because you don't want somebody else to tell her.
I know.
And you don't want to tell her, them telling her something that you would not tell her.
One of my best friends who passed away recently from cancer down in Rutland, Guy Babb, who I'll forever love that guy. Went to college with him. He had 4 kids and told me when Lily was born, he said, opportunities will constantly be presenting themselves to you. You will always have opportunities. How you respond to those opportunities is up to you. Think about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Very true. And that's
true.
That's how it is for all of us. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So speaking of all of this, your shirt. What if she says, "Dad, what does WTF mean?" Then what do you say? JD.
If Lily asks me what WTF stands for,
Mm-hmm.
the shirt that I'm wearing right now, I will tell her it stands for Where's the Fireball?
There you go. Yep.
Dad, okay, what's Fireball?
Mm-hmm. It's a very spicy drink
Thank you. For
that
grown-ups.
burns your tongue.
That burns your tongue, and it's for grown-ups only.
That's right.
And it's a very hot, spicy cinnamon drink for grown-ups only.
Right. Exactly.
Thank you.
It has only just begun.
I know. It's only just begun. I'm going to sign up for open mic night, by the way.
Don't even. For God, just please. Please.
Rainbow Bridge Community Center, Friday night.
He just
Open
opened his
mic
doors. You don't want him to get shut down. You want people to keep going to this event. They will never go again if it's you.
Only just begun.
What is this picture of you and Sherry Lamberton? You weren't singing. You were just interviewing her?
I think we were singing on stage at the Tunbridge World's Fair.
And you were singing Islands in the Stream together?
You know, I don't actually remember what song we were singing.
That's quite frightening to me. I'm just saying. Like, wow.
Well,
is that when her career kind of came to a close?
Because of me?
Yeah. Just curious.
No, it boosted it. Here's the thing. Sherry Lamberton, anyone who knows Sherry knows that she loves Dolly Parton.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people would
Very
look at
much.
me, and
Oh, God.
and say you look just like Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
I mean, is that not the best
dead nuts, right? Yeah. Yep.
that I look like
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers?
Oh, yes. Yep. Without
Beard,
a doubt.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
A young Kenny Rogers, please.
Yeah.
But and she, she loved, still loves Dolly Parton. My God, I mean, what's Dolly like? Pushing 80, I think, 76, something like that. But is that not the Islands in the Stream? Islands in the Stream.
Yes.
That is what we are.
Yeah.
So, Sherilyn last night, sitting on the couch, scrolling through Facebook, says, "Oh, God, what the hell is this?" What's what, babe? You and Sherry Lamberton. The picture of the two of you. And I said, we're up on stage singing. And she's like, I don't care about that. What's these lyrics? And I said, babe, that's Islands in the Stream. It's Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. And she's like, well, look at the lyrics here. This suggests that you and Sherry Lamberton are lovers and you're escaping together and running off and you live together on an island in the stream. And I'm like, babe, don't you know the song? I don't know the song. I mean, she's from Britain. They don't know this kind of stuff. And I said, honey, Islands in the Stream. So I pulled it up on my phone and I played it for her. This is exactly what I got. I love that song. Islands in the... She starts singing it with my phone playing it. So I'm like, see? It's a great song. You can kiss my ass. So that was our night last night.
I see.
Let's talk about Cornerstone because today is...
Burger Day.
It's Burger Day, which is big. It's huge.
$5 Burger Day. You get burger, a basket of fries, $5 plus tax.
And you can get the
they
cheese
have
on it.
a really new, cool drink out.
What is it?
I've been posting it. It's like a coffee and I just posted it. I forget what it's called. See? I should have pulled it up before I told you what it's called. But that Mikey Allen, I mean, he's always over there making all these new drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, he concocts some really good ones.
Yeah.
The margaritas are fantastic.
Yes, they are. The what's the hot spicy one called? The damn it.
You had it too.
I had it, and literally 3 sips into it, I was.
So it's the cold brew martini.
That's it.
Cold brew coffee concentrate, Tito's infused with coffee beans, Baileys, and Kahlua.
Oh,
I mean, my God.
bingo! You walk in there to see Mike today. You deserve something like this. The Fuego, I think, is what the hot spicy
And,
margarita is called.
Like,
Look at that! Holy shit!
yeah. And with my cracked up screen.
Wow.
But yeah. Burger Day.
So yeah, burger night. You get over there. It's the pub burger. Believe me, you're going to be happy with it. I just love it. You throw some cheese on there if you want. Here comes Chris from the world, walking in.
Yes, here he is.
We love this guy.
He's such a good guy, so faithful. Always here with a smile.
Good morning, Chris. Chris is our world newspaper delivery guy, and
always smiling.
He's in here
Have
every
a great
Tuesday.
day, Chris.
Have a good day, buddy. He's in here every Tuesday. He's got his rain poncho on.
Yep.
Here he's going to come right behind you. Here he goes. Ready? Right now. Right there. There he is.
There he is.
He's got the rain poncho. He's ready. He's prepared.
He's a good guy.
So, yeah, if you get over there, family night, maybe it's a date, no matter what, just get over to the Cornerstone. You can find them on Facebook at Cornerstone PK. That's Pub and Kitchen, by the way. It took me a while to figure that out.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, you know what? And listen, you can always call in order, too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
476-2121. How easy is that to remember?
Very.
476-2121. Just think of the age when you had your first alcoholic beverage, 21. And call in an order, they'll pick it up. It'll be ready for you.
I should call him and share my pulled pork concoction that I made, the recipe that I made. Oh, boy.
What was it
cow.
that I had that you made where I almost had a...
Well, there's been a couple different things.
Accident.
Macaroni and cheese. You loved.
The chili.
You loved the chili. There's been a few things that I've made. But this, so I grilled slabs of pineapple, and then I diced them up.
So you're off to a good start already.
I caramelized onions. And then I added the pineapple to those and fried them a little more, the pineapple, just so that the juices all mixed together.
Oh!
And I set that aside. And I know this is going to sound crazy, but I've always done this. The pork loins, I marinate them in root beer. Overnight, 24 hours, marinate in root beer. And then you put that in the crock pot and with nothing. And all of that, like, fizzy stuff. And
are you serious?
yes,
beer?
Yes. You do not taste the root beer, but it makes the meat super tender and have a little bit of, like, a tang to it.
Where'd you learn how to do this?
The island.
Really?
Yes, we had to.
Creative.
Yeah, you used whatever you had. And you could get root beer on commissary because it was caffeine free. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah.
Wow.
I did marinate a lot of things in root beer. And it works amazing.
I want to thank you in advance for bringing some of that in today. Thank you.
How do you know I didn't? I usually bring you good things like that. But anyways, there's a whole list of stuff that I put in there. It was like a concoction, but I wrote it all down, thank God, because it was super good and I got to do it again.
Booten is saying Rookie's root beer? What the hell is he talking about?
No.
Sad news. We have a couple of people, and, we do funny stories, we do serious stories, and everything in between. But we have a couple of people that have passed away, and 3 which are wounded. Big robbery spree at a 7-Eleven store in Southern California yesterday. The man is connected with at least 3 robberies and shooting, and he is still on the loose. I don't know if you saw that story yesterday. Did you?
Mm-hmm. I did.
And yesterday, Slurpee Day at 7-Eleven.
I know.
And I posted. I haven't seen any. We don't have a 7-Eleven.
Not to my knowledge, no.
In
Vermont.
Vermont.
Yeah, that's where we live.
The state that we live.
That is where we lived here. He's over here going like this. We don't have a 7-Eleven in.
You know.
VT. Yeah.
But seriously, we don't.
God.
Though. Isn't there one in Rutland? I think there is.
Maybe. I have no idea.
Help me out, peeps. There is. I'm pretty sure. Anyway.
Yeah.
I want to mention this. The Cabot Arts and Music Festival, which is coming up Saturday, July 30th, in where? Cabot, Vermont. It begins at noon, goes all the way to 10 p.m. at the Cabot Village Common. You got to get your tickets for this. Day of, they're $40. Advance tickets are $30. Kids 16 and under, absolutely free. Simple website, cabotarts.org. But Chad Hollister is going to be one of the headliners. So
nice.
Here it is, right here.
Get over there.
So doesn't that sound like just like the perfect afternoon in Vermont?
Yes, actually, it does.
I mean, and look at the list of musicians that are playing. I mean, it's just going to be amazing. I told Chad that I would promote this a little bit, but cabotarts.org to get your tickets. Don't wait on this, okay? One of our items in the community calendar. I'm going to go live tomorrow over at the farmers market and chat with Heather Slayton and the team over at Washington County Mental Health Services tomorrow.
Which is great.
Because they're going to have a tent there.
Yes.
And they are hiring like crazy. I mean,
yes.
So we're going to throw a microphone in front of Heather and whoever is brave enough to come on and share some of what they're hiring for tomorrow.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Tomorrow, farmers market.
I love to go over there and check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ought to. And you don't have to bring cash anymore to the farmers market.
Which is so nice.
You got a debit card? That's enough.
Last year, I so often would get there and go, oh, shit.
No, you don't have to
And then
anymore.
you have to leave and go back. And
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Very happy about that.
Good people over at Preston's Kia. Let's give them a shout out. One of our presenting sponsors. A wide selection of vehicles. That's an understatement. Making the car buying process as quick and as hassle-free as possible. That, too, is an understatement. We love them over there. The whole team, everyone. Always striving to go the extra mile for you. Experienced, reliable sales team. They know what they're talking about. Their parts department is award-winning. Look at the awards hanging all over the walls.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, they're fantastic. They stay open beyond what
most places do anymore. Yeah.
To be there for you because they know that your life is hectic, and you got to work, and you're running the kids off to gymnastics, and you don't have time to.
And if you don't have time to do, they can do everything over the phone, over the internet.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go to the dealership if you don't want to.
It's true.
They'll bring the car right to you.
A real honor to have them as a presenting sponsor of the podcast. 51 Galson Hill Road in Montpelier. You can check out their online inventory, prestonskia.com. Follow them on Facebook at Preston's Kia VT. And, we live in an age where you can sit home on your couch, in your underwear, eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and shop for a car.
Right.
Do it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Me too.
What else do we have happening? I'm looking here at national headlines. There's
just a lot of stuff.
There's just a lot of.
There's a lot of stuff. So people, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff local. There's a lot of things that are just.
Yeah.
Really needing our attention.
Yeah.
And yes, our kids, their education, their safety
Sure.
need our attention. And chickens' lives matter too. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
I
yeah.
understand all of that. But they're moved, they're safe. And so can we please let it go and move on to the things that really matter and are super important? We have a very short time before school starts again. Let's work together, attend the board meetings, figure out what we're going to do to make the changes that we got to make, and just get on a different track
Yep.
than the track that's happening right now.
Well, I'm going to be asking.
And this week's board meeting is at the Berrytown School
Mm-hmm.
in the library. Attend. If you can't attend,
When is it?
I'll put up the Zoom links. It's this Thursday, 6 o'clock at
Okay.
Berrytown Elementary, is where this week's meeting is. So join. I'm really sorry about the chickens, but let's please worry as much, if not more, about what's happening with our kids.
I agree. But I will be asking Tom Lozon tomorrow morning about chickens. I have to.
Of course I do.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I will. It's all in fun, though.
And Tom will
People,
probably say, JD, do chicken shit in the woods or something,
please, we're begging you, folks listening, please don't take us too seriously. So many people do. Everyone's so wound up so tight now,
You mean because you're saying never mind about the chickens? Or
Yeah,
because
just
you
not-
might pick about the chickens?
Because I might ask Tom Lozon tomorrow morning about the chickens.
Right. If his chickens
People
are
get-
named Nugget or something.
We're all so damn high-strung and worked up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God, chickens, the molting.
Right.
We're going to talk about it. Relax. We're going to figure it out.
Right. And I
Jesus.
think that somebody is working on it, working to a solution.
Mhm.
And so let's just refocus
Yeah.
and give that much attention and passion
Mm-hmm.
to what is happening with our kids.
Right.
And to the teachers that work there. It's not just,
That's right.
It's they who are being abused and bullied as well
Mhm.
there is a big problem.
Sure.
Not only with violence but with proficiency.
Right. I think my leg hair is molting a little bit. I don't know if you noticed. It's getting a little bald on the backside of my calf. Back to school bash. I wanted to mention this. This is happening August 6th through the 9th. While supplies last, as you can see, free to get in, free school supplies, food and games and fun. Vermont Granite Museum is where it's going to be. So Connecting Hope does this. I think they do it every year, pretty sure. But this is something you ought to get on your calendar. August 6th. Let me say it one more time. August 6th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Okay?
Is the
Back to school bash. It's right there on your screen. Tomorrow night, Barry Beat is going to have Ann Cummings on at 8 p.m. Wednesday night.
They had a great show last night with Michael Deering and Tom Kelly. So if you didn't catch that,
I didn't.
Please
I
go to Barry Beat or the Barry City Community fan page and
Give a watch.
check that out. Give that a watch. That way you can keep up with the different candidates and take notes. You can go back and listen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Gearing up for a primary.
Yeah. What else is breaking in the nation today? My God, we're talking about other states and other things happening in the world.
We are.
Let's see. What's huge? Pope Francis telling young people to eat less meat in order to take better care of the earth.
That's not huge.
That's a big story right there.
Oh.
Here's a bigger one. This year's Emmy nominees are being revealed very soon. Not going to tell you when.
Wow.
But we're going to have I know.
Am I supposed to say, ooh?
Try not to wet yourself.
Wow.
Very soon, Raylene. I'm not going to tell you when, but Monday, September 12th will be the 74th annual Primetime Emmy Awards. Whew.
I hope I don't miss that.
God, I should have a party at my house so we can all sit around and watch that. National average price for a regular down to $4.65 a gallon, according to AAA, 36 cents lower than a month ago. So there's the glass is half full, Raylene. Let's see, what else do we have going on? I think that's... we have a person that started the wildfire in Yosemite National Park that's threatening these 2,000-year-old sequoia trees.
Ugh.
I don't know if did they find this
Horrible.
person? Did they find this person?
Horrible.
I'm just looking here.
In local, we have a thief or a band of thieves stealing catalytic converters again.
Oh, yes.
Huge problem in St. Johnsbury.
Yes.
Just right up here at Eastbury Auto over the holiday weekend, the 4th of July weekend. I think they had like 9 cars, some homes and other businesses along 302. I saw there's some sort of auto place right before the junction of 302 and 25. He had catalytic converters cut off of cars, but dealerships, good Lord.
Yeah. What's up with that?
That costs so much money. It's such a huge loss. And, the only thing, they must be shipping them out of state, selling them out of state, because as far as I know, the people around here are not buying them anymore because of that. But
why would somebody?
Maybe I'm wrong.
I just can't figure that out.
I don't know either. But it's thousands of dollars in damage when that happens, and so it's just a really shitty thing. And I hope they catch him very soon.
By the way, it's raining. It's raining behind you here. You got a live. Yes, we are live. You have a live shot at North Main Street, Barrie, Vermont. And just looking to the west here a little bit, we got some pretty dark clouds. So this is what it looks like right now. If you look at your screen, we're right there where the little blue thing is. That's us. And there's the band of storms that are coming through. I don't think that's the only band of storms, though.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Not from everything I read, heard, saw.
Yeah, there's some big stuff going. Wow, holy shit! Look at this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think.
But that's way further up north. But yeah, Roger Hill's watching it. We're watching it too. Some pretty dark red stuff down here. Dark red and some yellow coming across Middlebury. So it's going to come over the Appalachian Gap, it looks like, and move into Waitsfield. I'm guessing. Look at me. It's like I'm a meteorologist now. I feel like a meteorologist, Raylene.
Okay. Oh. You're a lot of things, but I'm not sure I'd call you a meteorologist.
Well, I feel like it sometimes.
You want to skim through the comments really quick because my phone's not cooperating with me, and I see that there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's probably because I keep shitting on the chickens.
Well, you got the
people are probably pretty pissed off about me shitting on the chickens.
The huge school board meeting Thursday at 6 p.m. Barrytown Middle and Elementary School.
Yep, which I talked about.
Yep. Darlene Avery wants to know about the fish tacos over at Gusto's. My God, Darlene,
you have to
they're
go check them out.
Amazing.
Yep.
Oh, Taco Tuesday. Let's see. What else do we have? Subway is giving away 1 million free sandwiches from 10 a.m. until noon on Tuesday to celebrate the launch of its Subway series menu. Greg Forbes is telling us about that. I had forgotten about that. I read something about it, but thanks, G, for reminding me. Free sandwiches 10 a.m. to noon on Tuesday. That's today.
It is.
I'm running
today.
over there. Today,
the 12th, he says.
Okay.
Today, the 12th.
Yep. Thanks, G, for telling me about that.
Just making sure here.
Yeah, I think we've got all the
and Mr. B's wife, Mrs. B, says, I'm so lucky to have him.
Yeah.
Now he's my Mr. B.
Yeah. I know.
Oh.
I know.
Isn't that just the sweetest?
Yeah. Love her too, Carol. I mean,
goodness.
she's such a great lady. And they go around and they push their poodles in a baby carriage.
Yeah.
Spoil those dogs.
Well, I have a carriage for mine
here
too.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see. Watching Hurricane Darby. Looks like it's going to nail the Pacific. So, seeing that story. Of course, that has nothing to do with Vermont, so we really shouldn't be talking about it.
Right.
I mean, it could impact lives.
I
but
just wanted
still.
to make sure that we got to all the comments and that we were, and it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good.
My phone was going ding, 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 ding the whole show, so I figured that somebody was really pissed off. But
I want to tell you why. So we're wrapping up here. We're good.
I'm good.
All right.
It's your show. I'm just sitting here.
Before we go, can we just give a quick shout to one of our sponsors, Associated General Contractors of Vermont.
Oh, yes.
Boy, do they kick ass.
Mm-hmm.
agcvt.org.
Mm-hmm.
That stands for Associated General Contractors of Vermont, VT. agcvt.org. If you're thinking about re-entering the job market, you want to break away, you want to try a new industry, you want to find some advancement for a new career move, this is it right here.
Yeah, they're the place to go.
They're the place to go.
They are.
Police and fire, construction, engineering, truck driving, architecture, healthcare, the service industry, hospitality, manufacturing, retail,
anything and everything.
technology. Yeah. Grave Street in Montpelier. Give you the phone number here in a second, but write this down: VermontConstructionJobs.com. VermontConstructionJobs.com. And of course, if you get on that, you're going to find the phone number, but it's 223-2374. Tell them we sent you.
Yes.
They're just great people.
And we will be talking to Dick sometime
Wabi.
soon. He's right now, this is a crazy time of year, but I know that he will make time for us. He always does.
And you just said crazy and Dick Wabi in the same sentence.
Well, Dick Wabi does equal crazy.
He does. And once you step foot into Wabi's world, you're never coming back.
That's right. That is so true. That is so true.
Never.
I love that guy, though. I love that guy.
You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave.
No.
So I want to close out this morning by telling you one of the many reasons why I love Lily so much. And this is true. What you're going to think I'm just joking around. I'm not joking around. This is actually true. Lily gets so upset when she's in the car with me, just me, not Mom, when it's just the two of us. She gets so angry, like legit angry, if I don't turn up AC/DC. She wants it loud and proud or nothing, and gets pissed. And I'll tease her a little bit. I'll have the AC/DC going.
Start with it really low.
Yeah. Oh God, she gets mad.
And you hum along in the front seat.
Oh.
Sing a little.
She just goes nuts.
What's her favorite song?
Shoot to Thrill.
Nice.
Shoot to Thrill.
She knows how to sing it.
She does. She knows the lyrics, and she bangs her head. Of course, in the car seat, she's buckled in 5-point harness, but she'll get the head going, and she does the guitar solos, and she screams as loud as she can the lyrics, And Shoot to Thrill, Highway to Hell. She loves that one too. Thunderstruck is one of her favorites. But next to Shoot to Thrill, her favorite song is Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution.
Nice.
And that,
nice. I like it. Hey.
How could you not love a child who genuinely
loves AC/DC
and furthermore gets upset
when you don't crank it up,
when you're not playing it loud enough?
Yeah.
Have a great day, everybody. We love you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for giving us a like, a comment, a share. If you like the podcast, tell your friends, follow the page. Be well, and we'll catch you again tomorrow morning.